Hey, what up, guys? So, I've been hearing a lot of these rumors. I think everybody has been hearing a lot of the rumors, and a lot of other people have been speaking up about it, especially a lot of Titan mains, how Starfire is going to be nerfed sooner or later. And personally, as a Warlock main, I care, but I have found another way to pretty much do better output. So it only relies on one well, and guess what? We don't need Starfire. We can still have people go and use Starfire or whatever they want. This is a pure support build, but you will be putting out either more damage than any other player in your team, or you'll be equaling out to your main DPS guys. So I'll get right into the build. I've been using this during raid carries. It's crazy awesome. So I'll quickly hover over what I use. It's in my raid loadouts right here, preview. So I'm currently using the subclass Void Walker, Nova Bomb Cataclysm. I'm using Healing Rift, Burst Glide, Pocket Singularity, Vortex Grenade, Feed the Void, and Child of Olds, Echo of Undermining, Echo of Remnants, Echo of Obscurity, and Echo of Domineering. Next, on my armor, I use a minor recovery, heavy ammo finder, font of wisdom so I can get my super back faster while I get orbs. This build also relies on a lot of armor charge builds, but it's more the ones where you're breaking the armor slowly over time to get faster regens and more damage. Obviously, ashes to assets to get my super back easier. I'm using double void surge and a weapon void scavenger. Then I've got firepower, a void loader, and another firepower mod. You can tweak these any way you want. I still feel having another void loader works as well. You'll understand why I'm saying it, but you can put a grenade break armor charge mod on if you want instead. Otherwise, time dilation so I can have a longer time for my damage surges to keep going off. Especially collecting 3 orbs, they still last for like 15 seconds each, so you got like 45 seconds of crazy DPS. And even by that point, you're still actually getting a lot more damage. I'll show you the damage numbers of what I'm regularly doing on a hard carry. A regular carry, I'm probably taking down damage by a mil myself because others kind of tweak in and cover that zone. But this is just basically like what you can do as a hard carry. Otherwise, let's get back into things. Double bomber so I get my grenade back faster upon using my healing rift. My resists are just solar void and a Zoid reserves. So with two tail, as you can see in the corner here, I have my two tail there. You get 8 shots automatically. With void reserves, it goes up to 9. Otherwise, we'll get into the weapons now. I use Pardon of Dust. Actually, I forgot to say my boots. I do apologize. I was using Lunar Factions as my exotic. There is actually no change in that. It's just Lunar Factions. Otherwise, Pardon of Dust with Disorienting, Autoloading, and Demolitionist. This is just good for just being a runner. I normally do a running roll. I am a bit slower, obviously, due to using Lunar Factions and not really having Icarus Dash to give me that quick edge that can save a couple of seconds. Otherwise, it's just a base blinding grenade launcher, really effective with Warlock builds. Two-tailed Fox, and nearly with the Catalyst, this thing is beautiful. As you can see, the third tail just gives you that extra bit of damage. And then Hollow Denial with Lead from Gold and Killing Tally. So I'm practically never actually running out of ammo in any weapon because I'm constantly getting that tricky special, the double special trick that a lot of people are using. I know a lot more people use a legendary rocket and use like Wither Horde and stuff like that instead. But like this build here, you don't actually need it. You just need to fire off all your two-tail rockets. That's the most important thing to the build. Otherwise, yeah, they're the base of what I actually use. So the combination is I shoot my two-tail fox, I have my healing rift down with the Child of Olds. The Child of Olds, you got to remember, does a weakening effect of its own. So you let the weakening effect start kicking in. That lasts for like 25 seconds, which is crazy. I either use my grenade or my melee, which has a bit of a weakening effect. And because it has a weakening effect on them, it automatically reloads one shot from my rocket. It only really works if you use one or the other. I've tried both. For some reason, it doesn't seem to work like that. Sometimes it doesn't work at all, but it works. So one of the aspects for the Void was, I think it was the Exile Domineering that weakens your opponents. So it obviously is weakening the bosses. The boss I use is currently on is Nezarec. And like I said, this thing is just so funny. My teammates are constantly getting pissed at me and angry. They're like, "You're a warlock. You shouldn't be outdoing us even with Starfire. Even without a Starfire." They all think Starfire is the greatest, but guys, use this. Trust me. It's fucking insane. And like, I don't want to, but Starfire will get a nerf. We all know what Bungie is like, and this is the next best thing. Otherwise, see you later. Chillax.